All right, everybody. So yeah, I've been working a lot lately, guys, and 12-hour days, and so I just didn't have the time to record any videos. But it's after midnight. I should be asleep, but I'm gonna record some content for y'all. So we are on round four here. We got plenty of people who are 3-0. We got seven people who are 3-0. We've got uh, three more rounds. So we're gonna see if I can't climb myself up. I'm down here. If I can't climb myself up to the prestigious top eight, I doubt it. Not probably not, but you never know, right? It's anybody's games. We've had some very big upsets. Micromancer lost. Garrett lost. A lot of people have gotten some losses, and people have been saying there's been a lot of swings on this one. And I believe it, guys. I mean, if we look at some of these scores here, lots of 20s to 8s. Um, so lots of blowout scores, lots of high scoring games. And that's really hard to do a lot of times. Normally, I'm used to seeing like 18-14. Okay, or 13-11. He rolled two crits on his sniper, on a vet guard sniper, man. I mean, yeah. And then, you know, these are the kind of scores that you kind of expect to see, not 22 to 9 or 20 to 7, right? Like these are, oh man, oust, ouch, oust, ouch. Like these have been some blowout scores, but they've been super swingy. Like when, let's see, oust in his other game was 18, yeah, like, and it's not the same. It's everybody's going high low, right? Like um, when uh, yeah, 1321 for the Garrett boys. Yeah, like we've been seeing some really big swings here, so it's still anybody's game. But let's take a look here. So we got Sir Chastefoil versus Elder Basilisk. So Sir Chastefoil, just reminding myself again, is doing Legionary um, into Corsair Void's Guard. I'm gonna give it to the Corsair on this one, just because I know Basilisk does uh, plays a very tight game with his. Oh, but we're gonna be on Into the Dark. Um, but yeah, I think he does a very tight game uh, with his Corsairs, and the Lethal Five is gonna help get around the Nurgle marks. So I think that's going to be that one here. So we got Matt running his Void Dancers into Finos, who's running Blades of Cain. I think I got to give it to Matt here just because I think Void Dancers are just a better team than Blades of Cain. Finos, where are you at, Finos? Yeah, you're at 2-1. Matt's at 2-1, right? Where are you at, Matt? Yeah, oh, 2, yeah. So I'm going to give that one here. Oust into Micromancer. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. So we've got Novitiates into Blooded. On Into the Dark, though. But that guard ploy. It's all going to matter. It's going to depend on if Oust can get that Defenders of the Faith off. If he can get that off, I think he's got it. Otherwise, I think the Blooded have it. But I think that Defenders of the if this was open, I'm thinking Micromancer would have it. But because it's Into the Dark, I want to say that one ploy right there because the getting the flamers up, getting the uh, getting the sister superior on the point, and I think they have more activations. I No, they are about the same. I don't remember who has the group activations. I have to remember, but I think Oust has the activation advantage with Novitiates, unless Micromancer brings the extra troopers. Um, but the range is not going to matter here. So yeah, I think I'm going to give it to. Oh, but man, Micro is such a good player. I think it's going to be Defender of the Faith. I think so. So we got Cliploth into Plying Tugboat. So that is Veteran Guard into Void Dancer. Last time I said the Void Dancers would take the match into Vet Guard, but Vet Guard have been doing so well. But this is Into the Dark. A lot of their tricks are not going to be as useful here. I think I am going to give it to the Void Dancers, getting those 2-for-1s. Um, but uh, but they do have the in-depth atonement that can really mess that up. Um, but I still think the Fly will definitely get that one there. So Private Public are my guy from Texas here. He is going to be with the Hearthkin Salvager into the Wasps. Um, Hearthkin Salvagers. Oh, Hearthkin into Hearthkin match. Oh man, I don't know. I think so. I know he took him to the Houston event this weekend, and so I forget how he did. But the Wasp is also, man, mirror match. Who's played the mirror match more? I'm gonna say the Wasp, I think, has played the mirror match more. So we'll see how he's done because I know we don't have a lot of Texas Hearthkin players. So I'm gonna say the Wasp has probably played the mirror match at least more. We got Samson who is running um, the Vet Guard into Mormagil, who is running his um, who's running his commandos here. Oh yeah, let me change that one right there, and it was into what it was into Mormagil and Jorm. That's who was, yes, two. There we go. So Vet Guard into, but it is going to be on Into the Dark. So we got the um, why am I why am I getting feminine product ads? I just noticed that ad right there, guys. Okay. Oh, all right. Um, but the so yeah, I have no idea where Challenge is getting these um, ads from, but okay, whatever. Um, so we got Samson here running Vet Guard into Commandos on Into the Dark. That does make me inclined to believe that Commandos on Into the Dark, I think they can do a lot more when it comes to that. Screwball into Skyline. Screwball running those worm blades really rocked my stuff up. Um, and then into Skyline, who was running the Commandos, Wormblade versus Commandos. This was open. I'd give it to Screwball. I'm gonna say Commandos on Into the Dark. House GG running those his mono demon list in a Tick Lord's Crute because he's running the horrors, right? Is that what you're running, House? I always forget. No, you're running Warp Coven. Okay. It's Lit Torch who's running the Chaos Demon list. Okay. Warp Coven into Crute. Hmm. I want to see what Ticklord can do because the Warp Coven have been doing real well, but we'll see about that one. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. Braden into oh man, I know your name. I know your name, Fatty P. I've heard it. I just don't remember it. But yeah, Braden, I finally learned yours. Um, and then so we got Chaos Cult into um, Wormblade. Yeah, I'm going Chaos Cult there. I think the sheer number of mutations is going to make that really hard. Zero Cool is running the Exaction Squad into Banrus, Pathfinders. Interesting. They both can shoot into melee here. Um, interesting. I'm gonna say we're on Into the Dark, so I'm gonna give. Let's see what Exaction Squad can do. I know, but they're those 14 activations. I don't think they can kill them fast enough. I honestly don't. And they can both shoot into melee, and as soon as you just injure those subductor bunkers, it's not that great. Sawyer into Vivek, Vivek running Vet Guard, Sawyer running man. I think this is another one here. I forget if Vivek was in the World Championships, but I know. So Vet Guard into Chaos Demons. Huh. I think I'm all that AP doesn't do a whole lot because they all have invulns. I believe in you, Sawyer. Let's see what happens here, right? Ixidor into Grandmaster T. So we got Deathwatch into the demons, right? Grandmaster is running the Chaos Demons. I don't think the Deathwatch has enough to do enough shooting to take out these guys before they get taken out. I'm going to vote for myself. Devious Brute is running the Blades of Cain into my intercessors. That's going to be interesting. I've not played that one, so I'm going to have to brush up on what their whatever their martial ability things are. Um, See what's going to happen with that. But I think I can pull this one off. But we'll see, Devious Brute. We'll see. Uh, Bookba '07 into Caesar. Caesar is running the another Blades of Cain, and Bookba is into Breachers. I think I'm going to give it uh, to the Breachers just because of their damage reduction ploy. I think it's gonna throw off the breakpoints that we got right there. The Elite One into Undercover Neat. Elite One is running Phobos into Farstalkers. Uh, yeah, I think I'm going to give it into the Phobos there, just because their ability shuts off um, their whatever, not rogue, but whatever their ability is to double retain. Vladislav into Shane. Vladislav, who is actually from the CPTS, who's been previously in CPTS Europe, running Gellerpox infected into Shane's um, higher tech. Mm, on into the dark though. So I think I oh, man. Let's see here. I hope. Let's see. Vladislav is 3-0. Shane is 3-0. I don't know, man. This is a coin flip here. Um, because the AP on the higher tech does a lot, and um, if he can get shots off, that does a lot. But I think I'm gonna give it to the Gellerpox here. I think they've got enough bodies to tie him up. And if Shane fluffs a reanimation roll, that's going to be it. So I'm going to say this is going to be one where it's going to live and die on a lot of these things, but we'll see what happens here. All right. All right, so we got Monowar into Maskmaster. Maskmaster's running his uh, uh, Inquisition Squad, and then Man of War is running Wormblade. Ooh, this is a fun one here, but I think I'm gonna give it to the Inquisition, just because I haven't seen the Wormblade on the Into the Dark yet, but I think they lose a lot of their. Oh, but they do still get their rerolls if they're not seen. But no, I think they've got enough bodies here. Um, Sensor Lock into Kiratsi. Sensor Lock is also running Wormblade, right? Sensor is running Wormblade. Kiratsi is running Farstalkers. I don't think the Farstalker. I think the 4-4 shotguns are going to be enough to deal with the Farstalkers. I think that that little bit right there. I believe Kellen has dropped. I want to verify that. So Zach is going to probably get the win on that one. Um, Kellen did was trying a noble gambit running Compendium Sisters, and it just seems like it just didn't work out. Bob the Bandit into Sarah Dango. Bob the Bandit is running Hand of the Archon into Sarah's Phobos. On Into the Dark, I think, yeah, I'm going to give it to the Phobos just because of their ability to, their ploys to just keep running through everything. They will have the movement to get uh, through, open the doors, and get in their face. The Reavers, their 4/5 damage profile is enough to really take care of things. Brown Librarian into J-Fay. Brown Librarian, if I remember right, is running the uh, Casterkin into Phobos. I'm sorry, J-Fay. Um, but yeah, I think that the Casterkin are going to just get the drop on you. You again, the Phobos can do things, but if you lose initiative those turns, I don't think it's gonna. If you lose the initiative in the wrong turn, it's gonna go bad. So we'll see what happens here. Polly into ABC Sean. ABC Sean is running the Elucidian Star Striders into Polly's Void Dancers. Oh, this is an interesting one. I think I'm gonna give it to the Void Dancers here. Um, just because I think they can't avoid the space laser, but they don't care about AP from the space laser. So yeah, I think there's something there. Another Texan Omega Tahu into Voradors, right? Um, so Omega Tahu running his Hyrotech into Voradors Felgor Ravager. Oh, I'm sorry, Omega. I think the Felgors have it to survive, to especially on Into the Dark, to get in and get through. And okay, Ireland? Why am I getting ads for Ireland? What is? I don't even like. I don't even know, man. Okay, whatever. All right. Outer Siberia into Shinort. Outer Siberia is running uh, the Warp Coven into Shinort's Pathfinders. Oof. You know what, buddy? I gotta believe in somebody. Let's fight. Let's root for the underdog, right? Let's see some Warp Coven Ascendancy, right? D. Siegfried is running the scout squad into um, um, I just saw you. Where did you go? Drum the Drones Legionary. I don't know about this one. You know what? I'm gonna give the Scout Squad a chance on this. I think their pre-game stuff can really help them set up. Drum the Drone is running the Nurgle. I think he's got like a mono Nurgle list, so that will shut down those 4-4 shotguns. Um, but we'll see what happens there. Young Chef into the Bravados. Young Chef is running Blooded. The Bravados is also running the Intercession Squad. You know what? Let's go with Intercession here, right? Okay, Dragor Royal running his Inquisition into the Falconer. The Falconer is running what again? Blooded into Inquisition. Yeah, let's see what the Blooded do on that one. Um, Doru, who's running. Um, where are you, Doru? Blades of Cain into Ray Yetis. Farstalker. Let's see what Blades of Cain can do on that one. Takes into Mad. Takes is running Void Dancer into Mad's Corsair Void Guard. I think uh, a lot of the benefits of Corsair Void Guard are blocked by the benefits of the Void Dancer. The team wide invulns mean that their blaster or their Pistolier doesn't do as much. So they can, if he nails those 4-ups, that's what it is. So I think that's going to be that one here. So let's see what happens on this one, guys.